Hey, y'all. What's up? I hope y'all back with us on this Sunday, October 5th. We having a good night. Shit was a little hectic, but I ain't gonna chalk it up to being negative. We still having a
Hey,
good night. We got a guest for y'all tonight, Candy in the motherfucking house. How you doing today, Candy?
blessed and highly favored man. I'm here. It's another week. Everything's all good. I had a beautiful week, and I'm excited about the guest tonight.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your guest tonight, Candy.
Well, he's a phenomenal gentleman. I've known him all of his life. He is my little cousin. His name is Ricky Lewis, and he's an awesome man of God. Um, And ever since I know Ricky, he's just been a go getter. He's always been a gentleman. He was raised right by my Auntie Gail. Shout out to you, Auntie Gail. Shout out to you, Live0822. You know, I love you, baby. I'm going to shout you out every show. Yeah, but so I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. He going to come with something wise. I just know he is because that's who he is. He's phenomenal, and you're going to see that. So let's welcome Ricky on.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard it first from Candy, you guys, and let's go again. Let's go ahead and get Ricky in the house real quick.
Yay, yay.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey.
Hey, what's
Lift
going
How
that
on?
are
camera.
you?
Lift the camera up a little bit more. A little higher. Boom. There you go. Now we can see you.
All right. Hey, how
Hey.
y'all doing?
What's up, Rick?
What's up? What's
Good,
up?
good. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm glad to have you on today. Candy let me know a little bit about you. She let the people know a little bit about you. So I
What
feel
she
like it's time
say?
for
She
you to
said.
let us know. Shit,
What
she
she
said
say?
all good things. She said very, very uplifting, motivational stuff. So I want to hear
All
from you,
right.
Ricky. Tell us what you on the line for today.
Uh, do I introduce myself? Like how?
Yes, of course.
However you want to do it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure Candy, my cousin Candace, she already told me. Told everyone. My name's Ricky. Currently in the Antelope Valley. Um, I work for the city. Um, as far as my background, stuff like that, I'm from LA and everything. Grew up, got family from LA, families from Denver, stuff like that. But overall, I'm just a cool guy. I love to write. I love music. That's my main thing. I love music. And right now, I'm kind of pissed off because my Eagles didn't win. But other than that,
Mm.
everything is cool.
Okay, so you write music and shit. Okay, so cut Candy. Is this the cousin that was rapping at the family reunion or no?
Yes, this is one of
Okay,
my
by
cousins
the
that was
car, by the
rapping.
car.
Yes, ride a car. That's
Okay,
him.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
hey, yeah, he do got something. He got something. I was like, okay, I think shit, can't the whole family act like they want to be talented around this
Hey,
motherfucker? Because
shout
I
out
was
to
like,
y'all,
nah,
man. My
that shit
family
was fire
talented
though.
as
You
fuck.
do got something on
Family
God.
is
it's
talented.
just
They
crazy.
are.
It's crazy because people, I hear a
I'm
lot.
gonna see
I
if
see
I
a
can
lot of people
find it.
rapping.
Can I find it, you guys? If I can find it and play
It's
it.
on my page.
I
Let
see a
me
lot of people
see.
writing, the people that rap and stuff. They don't really talk about what I talk about. I'm more conscious about
Okay.
my writing and everything. But other than that, I love to write. I love to write. Even on my dad's side of the family, I got a cousin that raps. My brother, he's a big time producer, and
Okay.
it just all runs in the family. So, but yeah, that was me. That was me. I had to show
I'm looking for you right now.
my little cousin was doing her thing, so I had to show her that I can also spit too.
By little
Which
cousin, he means our cousin Heavenly. He does not
yeah,
mean me. I'm
Yeah, this one says talent runs
I'm
in
the
the
older
family. That's
cousin.
the girl with the
Yeah,
braids.
she
Is
was
that
doing her
Heavenly?
thing. He came
yeah,
in and let it be known, what I'm saying? He got some bars as
I could
well.
do it too. What's the what's the first word? If I can hear the first word, I can just spit it right here.
Shit, and
It was something
I don't see.
about
I see your
okay.
cousin with the braids, Candy. It says
Oh
talent
yeah,
runs in
yeah,
our
yeah,
family
yeah.
for real.
Yeah, no,
Yes, I do. Here you go. I got it. I got it. Yeah,
okay.
I got
She
it.
got it. She
Let
about
me
to
see
show
here.
it. You got off, Rick. You did get off.
You know what I'm saying? I try to do what I can do when I can do it.
Hey.
Right.
Okay, give her a second. She about to pull it up.
Oh, okay. I see which one it was. I see which one it was. You see, all about
Hey!
the plans. Like if you turn your aggression into a passion, you hold
Hey,
down
okay.
every
Hey, okay.
champions.
Hey, I
Hey.
like the beat. Ain't that y'all one of y'all beats, Candy?
I
No,
don't
no,
know.
that
That
was
beat
just a
was
No.
hard
beat.
right
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
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 That
yeah,
beat
yeah.
was
yeah.
I like
hard.
how you
I
came
don't
off
know.
on that.
It's so crazy because we was
If you
at the
turn
family
that
reunion.
aggression.
We was at
into
the
a
family
passion.
reunion, and I walked over. My cousin Heaven
Shit, guys,
and
hold
Locke was
on.
just at
Fuck.
the car freestyling, right? And I was like, dang, I was like, oh, because we all love music. We love music. It's our passion. So, so then I jump in, I say my little. So I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, Rick, hey, and he turns around. He just like really surprised me, because I
Yeah,
already
that's
know he's
crazy.
dope. You go on his page, and you can, if you got, let the people know where they can go on the page real quick.
On my Instagram, it's the real R Lewis.
There
So
you go. You go on there, man, and you gonna see him. Not only does he do that, he does spoken word, he does poetry, and but his raps are so different and unique because he's really always talking about something very positive or something that really needs to be touched on. You know what I'm saying? So I really respect you as an artist. You know,
yeah,
I do.
it's funny seeing my cousin Candace do what she doing because she came out of the blue. I was like, I didn't even know you was rapping like that,
Man,
but she out there
I was
doing her thing.
I didn't even know I was rapping like that. Cause then like literally like I've always joked around and
Yeah,
whatever. But Locke was like, nah, babe, you really got something to say. Like you need to say it. You can rap. I was like, nah. So I took it seriously and it just kind of blew up from there since January.
I wish I could have got the whole thing on that one though.
Yeah. I only got a snippet of it. But yeah, for sure.
I think she's
Can you
trying to
hear me?
talk. I thought she was trying to talk.
Well, shit, you did say shit. Tell me the beginning of it, and I'll rap it. So you heard the
Okay.
beginning of it. Rap that shit.
Spit some
Harder than
bars.
that white chick from a session. Maybe you become suspect to have a profession. Until then, I say, nigga, stop the hating. Matter of fact, nigga, please keep hating. Cause why you doing that? Your brother said he calculating how you boosting my rating, nigga. It's so fascinating. See, it's all about giving life lessons. Like if you turn that aggression into a passion, went harder than that white chick from a session, maybe you become something special, have a profession. But yeah,
Okay.
it's more,
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
I
it's
see
more on
what you
that.
mean about the shit you talking about.
Yeah.
yeah.
I see what you mean. And
Yeah.
we need more of that. We need more of that because motherfuckers talking about the same shit that don't make a difference in life that ain't got
It's the
niggas nowhere, right?
same.
Which don't make no
It's the
motherfucking sense. So we need
same.
more of that.
It's the
Absolutely.
same. It's the same stuff. Like that's why I feel like music is just turning for the worst because I mean I
Yeah.
feel like some of it's coming back because you do got people that's coming in doing what they supposed to do, like being real instead of just putting out the same old streaming music. I call it streaming
Hmm.
music because
Right,
everybody
right.
want to hear the same stuff. Club popping. I don't know if I can cuss on this, but like
Yeah, you can
pussy
fucking
popping.
cut.
Okay, yeah, but pussy popping, booty
Hmm.
shaking. When
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
all
lot
the
of other
same.
stuff when there's a
And I'm
lot of
not
other
gonna
stuff
hold
you
you.
could talk about.
Everybody, I ain't gonna hold you. Every once in a while, you need a good little ass shaking. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? A little something, something. But damn, it be like, damn, are y'all not talking about nothing?
no facts, no facts. And my thing is, they are so much talented in that. Like
Man,
if you hear some of these rappers before they even come out, they totally different. But then they
yeah,
come
they
out
are.
into the rap game and they try to get famous and they try to get views and then they change who they are. And
Absolutely.
Facts.
Into some weirdos.
That's facts. Like
straight
for me,
weirdos.
I try to have a message in everything it is I'm trying to say, or I'm trying to reach a certain audience in everything I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and so it's just being able to just lyrically express yourself. I think it's just dope. Yeah, it's dope. So tell
Facts.
the
I
people
mean,
more
I
about
feel
yourself.
okay, so I can talk about my travels. So I know I'm pretty sure she's probably told you I didn't travel many places, but I done lived in Texas. I done lived in Louisiana for like 7 years, and I went to college out there. I went to college
Mm.
out there, and
Shout your college out. Shout your college out.
Grambling State
Okay,
University.
Gremlin State.
All right,
You know,
Gremlin. Shout out to you.
my HBCU got my bachelor's degree, and I got my master's degree there.
That's
So
right.
yeah, but I love speaking of Grambling. You know, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about on here.
Okay.
I feel like it's important for our kids, for our people that are going out to college. Take a look
Absolutely.
at the HBCUs. Take a look at the
Mm.
HBCUs. It's okay. It's okay if you want to go to a PWI, which is predominantly white institution. It's okay if you want to go there.
Them then. Educate them then if
Hey,
they
let
didn't
them
know.
know. Say that one more
It's
time.
okay. UI is a predominantly white institution, with
Okay.
HBCU, which is historical black college universities. I feel like they need to take a look at that HBCU because I get that, PWI, they got the money, they got the resources, they got the references. Once you get out into the real world, you say, I graduated from USC, they be like, dang, that's nice. So you can end up getting a job, right?
Mhm.
To where you say, I'm graduating from the HBCU, people look down on that. But the only reason people look down on it is because we're not getting the fundings like that. And we're not getting the resources like that. Because our people are deciding to go to PWIs instead of HBCUs. And
Yeah, and they do. The people do donate every now and then, like the celebrities and shit, every now and then. But
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. Like if you take a look at Deion Sanders and how he went to Jackson State, Jackson State is the HBCU. So he went to Jackson State and they became a top school in general,
Facts.
not just in
yeah, they did.
HBCUs,
Yeah, I heard that. He did go to the
in
school and they did.
general. If we get more of that, that's where, we can start depending on our own dollars, black dollars, recycling the black dollars. That's when we can start doing that. Because we got to get some education behind it. We got to get some credentials behind it. So,
Oh God.
yeah.
And then that's crazy that you brought that up because I was gonna touch on school just a little bit, just talking to the kids, the high school kids and the college kids, like parents, like we gotta like really encourage our kids. They're so much different than we were back in the day. Like we used to participate in all kind of shit when school came up, rallies, pep rallies, all that shit, football game. Da, da, da. Now it's not that many kids doing it. Like it's still kids out, but not like we all used to be out. Like encourage your kids to get out there and have those experiences because those are once in a lifetime experiences that make up your life and your childhood and shit like that. And I said that to say that because my daughter go to Dorsey and Dorsey and Crenshaw just had their game or whatever. And I was telling her, girl, you should go. Like you should go. I'm telling you, that's going to be a popping ass game. Like them two schools. I don't want to go.
Dorsey Crenshaw?
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
looking on Instagram and
Shout
shit, and
out
I
to
see they
Dorsey. I
had
went to
a
Dorsey.
mustard ass DJing up there at the shit, or what he had his he was DJing. I said, see, Kai, like you should have went. Like it was cracking. She still was just like, I don't really care. Like she'd rather bed rock. Like these fucking kids don't do. But yeah, encourage y'all kids, man. Get out there, have those experiences. They're once in a lifetime, man. Because it's not enough kids really experience. Oh Lord, excuse me. Experiencing life. That's what these things are for your
Right.
experience. Like stop
They
being
they
lazy. Get off that
experiencing
damn
life.
phone.
There
Man,
you
get
Shout
go,
off
out
right
that
just
there.
phone.
recently,
They
Grace had a homecoming dance, and I'm like, oh, she's been able to go her ninth grade year, her 10th grade year, and now she's in the 11th. So she was able to go to her homecoming. She's like, oh, mom, I remember last year's homecoming, and we talking about it. And I wanted her to know, like, these are the fundamentals, like going to prom, going to homecoming, going to the basketball games, going to those
So
dances
I
and
didn't even
stuff.
go to prom.
See, I went to prom.
it's
I
the
love prom.
memories.
It was a memory like that. It would forever stay with you. So just encourage your children to be involved. Like me, I was on the school newspaper. You know what I'm saying? I was on the softball team. Like encourage your kids to do those activities because those make up your high school and your middle school experience. My daughter Faith, she's in ASB, so they're in control of like the school fundraisers and everything and controlling the dances and stuff. And she loves it
Right,
because she
right.
likes the leadership.
Yeah, that's cool and shit. My son used to go to Lincoln High School in East LA, and they got a bank in that motherfucker that they let the kids work in and shit to get credits and shit like a real bank. I forgot
Yeah.
which chain it was, but they got a real bank and they let the kids go in there and work to get the some experience, some job experience. I said
That's
that's what's
fire.
up.
That is
That's
what's
fire.
up. That's
That's
what's
probably
up.
So
Not
that's
only
kids, take
that,
preparing
but
them for
advantage of
college.
these. Oh
not
God,
only
take
that, but
advantage
if
of
you
these
check out your
opportunities,
local,
churn.
I'm sorry, what you say?
Oh, I said, and just take care of these. Take care of these opportunities, churn. Go on and be in
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
Not churn.
Not
Talk
only
to the
that, but
churn.
if for like the little girls that like to do hair and they always playing in their baby doll's head, if you check out your local beauty colleges in your city, they usually have a children's program that's ran by the owner, and they're able to help and encourage, get them on, and take them on to teach them how to do hair. So it's
Oh,
great.
that's what's up too. That's what's
Yeah.
up too.
I
Yeah,
agree.
so it's
I
stuff
feel
out
like
there.
at this time, it's most important to get them involved in things because it's never too late to get into a passion. Right? It's never too
Nah.
late. I mean, I love what I do, but I can change what I want to do. But it's at my age, it's like, but like if I was to find a passion when you're 16 and
Man,
14 and 15,
Right, right. Where you
you
could have
man.
find that
been.
passion. where could I have been? If I would have found that passion then,
On
where
God.
could I have
Me
been?
too. On
So that's why
God.
it's
On
important.
God.
That's why it's important for the
Mm.
kid. That's why it's important for the kid to get into the activities. Just to try it out. If you don't like football, you don't like football. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't like robotics, if you don't like robotics, you don't like robotics. But just to get it to something to see where you want to lay your head, where you want to lay your hand in at, I feel like that's important because that'll shape your future. And I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. It's a lot of ways you can make money on this social media. A lot of people look at these
Right.
phones. They wanna make reels and everything. Hey, I'm all with you, but put your all in it and know that you can make it. But just know that there's 1% chance of people making it like that, and you got to put your all into it. But that's when you got to find your
Mm-hmm.
passion. That's how you got to find your passion.
Yeah,
So I feel like
for
it's
sure. I
real
want you
important
to.
to get our kids into stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I want you to speak a little bit and tell the people about you pledging. Cause I actually really admired that when I found out about you at the college you was playing and you was doing your, you know what I'm saying? You was doing your
Uh,
dance and stuff. I was like, that is just the hardest thing ever. Like that's one thing I wish I would have been able to experience was um to go to college and pledge. Cause I was like, oh, I would be an awesome pledge. You know what I'm saying? So please explain that to the people who
hey,
don't know.
so I'm a part of the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Blue Phi, that's me.
All right. All
Uh,
right.
yeah, pledging. Okay, pledging is not for the weak. I was gonna say that it's not for the weak. You gotta be strong. You gotta you gotta be mentally strong. But once you pledge and once you cross, the resources behind that,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
yeah, I can hear
Can
you.
y'all hear? Oh, okay. Okay.
Go
The
ahead.
resources behind pledging is important. You gotta understand, Phi Beta Sigma, we started in 1914. So we got at least over a million and brothers. We got over a million
Mm-hmm.
brothers in every state, to New
Wow.
York to California, and we got them in Africa. So you see where your link, you see how far your link connects. Is what I'm
Wow.
saying. Say for
That's
instance,
what's up.
uh, say for instance, I'm in an interview, right? Me and this candidate, we got the same credentials. We get the same interview. We interview the same. On my resume, it says I'm a Phi Beta Sigma fraternity member, and the person that's doing the hiring, he's a brother. He's gonna look at me differently. Why? It's because he know what I've been through, and he know what it takes to
Mm.
be a Sigma. So
Wow.
he know that discipline is gonna take me far and within that company. That's where the resources come from. Even if, even like I got a lifetime brothers that I've crossed with. I crossed with two members, Trey and Wade. They're my brothers. We ain't blood brothers, but that's my brothers. And
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, I can call on from anything. If I need a loan, I need a loan. But that's what pledging is. It's a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood. It's not just a fraternity, it's sororities. So it's important. I feel like
Yeah,
That's what's
that's
because
up.
why I tell people to go to HBCUs, because that's where you're gonna get the full experience. They got they
Mm-hmm.
got they got they got D9. That's what you call it. You call it D9, and that's all the nine fraternities and sororities. And that's
Mm-hmm.
alphas, that's kappas, there's Qs, there's sigmas, it's iotas, then it's AKAs, it's deltas, it's uh, it's zetas. Those are my sisters. Yeah, they're my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And we got SG rows, Sigma Gamma Rho. So that's the D9, and they got D9 at the PWIs. They do, but I don't want to say they don't go through what we go through at HBCUs. I don't want to say that. I want to speak on that. But I feel like it's a little bit tougher to do it at an HBCU.
Right. Right. That's
But you're
what's
gonna
up. That's what's.
learn, and you're gonna gain so much more.
I want the people to know that handsomeness and beauty just runs in our family. Clearly, it just runs in our family. but but on God, not only is he handsome, and not only is he awesome because he's my little cousin. Even though, tell the people how tall you are, Rick.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
he's
six
huge.
four.
Okay, he's
That
huge,
runs on my
but
dad's side of
I
the
knew
family
him when
right
he was.
there. That's on my
I knew
dad's
him when he
side.
was here. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't grew
Hey,
up.
my bad. I had to
What you say?
My bad. I had to handle some stuff, but I did have a. I wanted to add to something you said about the pledging. Yeah, cause
Go
I
ahead.
seen like I watch all kind of shit, right? I watch all kind of stories, all kind of ID channel, and they be having stories about pledging and what be going on and whatever like that. But they did say like the brothers be protecting them, like the brothers will protect you to the end, and they got you no matter what. If you need a job, if they work somewhere, they got you in the job. Like you said, if you need a
Yeah,
loan, like so that I did hear that's how it is. Like your pledge brothers, like nigga, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Like on God, I
it's a
did hear that.
brotherhood.
So that's crazy
It's
to
a
hear you say that.
brotherhood. It's a brotherhood, and it's
There's
it's a
something I
it's,
want to
it's
say.
a
There's something I
strong
want to say
brotherhood.
though. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you for explaining that to the people. But there's something I want to say. Oh, I've known you since forever, right? We grew up together, playing hide and seek in the building in Gardena. You feel me?
Yeah,
And I was always over at Auntie Gail house. That's his mom. I love her dearly. I love my family. And but this particular cousin though, I'm telling you, like Ricky, you have my heart because um when I saw, okay, so like Ricky grew up with two sisters, right? And and so these two sisters, they grew up, they went to college, you know what I'm saying? They had like, it seemed like they had their life really mapped out. And I don't know if you know this, but you really inspired me never to give up. He inspired me never to give up because when I heard that Ricky moved away and went down to go to college, I was like, he left? Like, what? What you mean he left? Like, you just up and left, right? And even though I was not necessarily around the family because I was out of state, I was always watching. I've always watched you and I've watched your growth. But the picture that you have on your page where you had your robe on and you had like a scroll, it was black around your neck, and you were standing there and you were smiling, and you were graduating, right? There's this one
yeah,
picture that was on Auntie Gil page. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And it was this one picture on
yeah,
Auntie Gil page, and when I saw it, and it was like, she did her little tag, like, "Congratulations, I'm so proud of you, son." Da da da. I literally just cried. I remember holding the phone, just crying, like, you did it. You did it. You said you was gonna do it, and nigga, you did it. You did that shit, and I'm so fucking
yeah.
proud of you. And what people don't know about Ricky is everyone thought Ricky was just gonna be one way. Like, okay, this is Ricky. That's who Ricky is. And you just turned around and just surprised everyone and surpassed everyone's expectation and rose the bar so high. And I am so extremely proud of you, cousin. I'm proud of the man that you are today. Not only is he handsome, because of course he's family. Not only is he educated and smart, not only is he a good person, but he's also licensed to wed. So if you guys need a
Okay.
phenomenal man of God that will marry you,
Yeah.
or you want a preacher or minister to marry you, there you go. Let the people know how you got into that.
So I want to go back. I
Okay.
want to go back
That's
to.
something to know.
Yeah,
I want to go back into
hit
the.
him up.
First of all, cousin, appreciate you, love you. That's dope words. You always try to make a person cry and stuff, but stop. I'm gonna try to tear up in here. But no, I want to go back to. You said I just up and left, and I did. I up and dipped. It was a time in my life where I was good. Like I graduated from high school, I got into the workforce. I started working for Wells Fargo. I became a personal banker. I had bread. Uh, I had my girl. For about we was together for a good about 6, 7 years. Everything was just looking up. Everything was really looking real good. And I remember I went to church one time and I prayed and I asked God for like more faith, more faith. I want more faith. And the thing about God
Mm,
is you gotta be careful what you ask for because He'll give it to you. And that's kind of what He did to me. It was like within a week,
mm.
I had got to an altercation with my dad. But this all happened in a week. Altercation with my dad. Lost my job.
Mm.
and then found out my girl cheated on me. Got
Mm.
back with her, and then she broke up with me the next day. All that happened within a week,
Mm.
Mm.
and for a year, I was toe up.
All right,
I was
right. I
toe
can
up.
imagine. Shit.
But it took. I think I got well, I had family down in Texas. I was like, hey, won't you just come out here? I was like, you know what? I ain't got no kids. Obviously, I ain't got no girl. I ain't got no wife. I ain't got no job. I'm like, might as well. So I applied to Grambling, and the rest was history. But yeah,
That's
nah.
what's up.
And I thank him for that. I thank God for that because you ask God for more faith, and He'll give you the situation where you got to have more faith. He just ain't gonna give you more faith. He gonna put you in a situation where you got to have more faith. So that's kind of what happened. So, but now I'm careful
Well,
what I ask for.
I
You know
make
what I'm
sure I don't
saying?
ask God for no faith then, because I don't want no smoke.
That's what I'm
I got
saying.
enough smoke.
You just gotta be. You just got. What I'm saying is, you gotta be careful what you ask for. I would have been like, "Hey, God, let me get more
Okay.
faith, but let me keep my job, let me keep my girl, maybe,
Right, right. Be specific with
but
your
just give,
prayer. You
just
got
give
to
me
be
more
I
faith."
cannot.
specific.
But that's what that
Yeah.
was, man. I was
But
like,
watching you
Phew.
do that though, Ricky, man, it inspired me. I was like, because I'm very open on social media about what I've been through with my domestic violence relationship in my past. You know what I'm saying? And when I came out of that, I was so broken. I remember I was so broken, and I used to have locks. And even though my locks had some length, like I had some length to my locks during my abuse, a lot of them had been ripped out. A lot of them, and because I wasn't eating properly, I used to be real skinny. I had gotten down real small because I wasn't eating. I was stressed out every day being abused, and so I would tie a scarf. Okay, I'm trying not to cry. I would
Me
try. I
too.
would
Here you
tie.
go.
No, really. No, I'm being real. I would tie a scarf around the front part of my hair because that's where it was ripped out at in the front, several of my locks, right? So I went to a shop out here and I'm sitting in the chair and I was asking her to give me a retwist, like just, I know that this part is missing right here and it's barely growing back, but, and she was like, baby, I could try to, help you out. She was like, but you really gonna have to start your journey over. And I'm like, start over? What are you talking about, start over? Like, what you mean? I had my locks going on 3 years. I was like, what you mean? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay, let me go to the car real quick. I went to the car and I started crying. I mean, I'm bawling because I realized at that point, in order for you to make it to the next level, you're going to have to cut your locks. You're gonna have to because you're carrying around dead weight. You're carrying around all that sadness and you're carrying around all that burden. So I was like, dang, I really didn't want to. I'm like, and I remember me and Laf, we wasn't even together that long, like because I had came out, whatever, came back to Antelope Valley. So we had only been together a couple months. And I remember him right there with me holding my hand. And I remember going back in and I said, okay, I said, you can cut off some of them, like cut off just the ends. She said, baby, do you want to be halfway healed or you want to be all the way healed?
Mm.
And I said, I want to be all the way healed. She said, well, you know what you got to do. And she handed me the scissors. And I remember tears is just flowing down my face. And I took it and I just cut. And it was like as if it was symbolic for me. It was like spiritual for me. Like I cut off all my pain from my past and I realized I can do anything. So, the sweet, you guys get 822 sweet candy. You guys get this confident woman. You guys get this strong alpha female, so full of confidence and knows exactly what to say and knows how to stand up for herself. But I wasn't always that person. I had to literally shed my past and shed my pain. And once I did it, I remember sitting there, and I wasn't like cut completely bald. Like, I still had some hair, but not nearly all the locks that I had. And I'm holding all the locks, you know what I'm saying, in my hand. And Lafayette came up to me. He grabbed my face, and like the shop is full of women, right? And they looking at me like, "Girl, you cutting off all your hair?" And I remember he grabbed my face and he kissed me, and he said, "You're beautiful." And that
Mm.
for me was everything because it was like, dang, he gonna support
Mm.
me through anything I'm going through. Even when I feel my ugliest, even when I feel my most down, you know what I mean? He gonna be there. And I was like, damn, that meant a lot to me. And so
Mm.
from then on,
Oh
I
God,
started my
thank you.
journey over, and it was like I just blossomed. My hair didn't grew back. I got a fro now and shit. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
trying to fix my eyes. My bad. I'm trying to fix them to roll the water back.
I'm saying? My hair didn't grew back. I got a fro now and everything, and the girls be like, "Dang, mommy, your hair growing all back." I'm like, "Yeah," but you know what? People be scared to make the leap. They're scared to take
On
that
That's
leap
what
of
God.
it
faith.
is.
On God.
And
Shit, I'm one
and
of
it's
them.
crazy because
Shit.
Candy's tip of the week is about fear, embracing fear, right? That's funny that we even talking about this, but yeah, and so I had to embrace my fear. And so anyway, once I did that, and then I realized that you graduated and you did it. I remember sitting at the table. Can we get real for a second? I'm gonna just get real with you for a second. I remember sitting at the table, and I remember, Auntie Gail. She is such a phenomenal mother. I always felt like you guys were so blessed to have her as a mom. And I remember her saying, "Oh yeah," and then and people would say, "Well, how are your kids doing?" And she'd be like, "Oh well, Kimmy just graduated and did this, and Lynn just graduated and did this, and Ricky, he's doing good." And even though like I know she didn't mean no harm because her heart is so pure. Um, I could see the look on your face, Ricky, and I would be like, and even though I knew it was more in you, I knew it was more in you. You just needed the opportunity. And so now when she says it, she says, "Oh, I have three children and all of them have graduated college." I know she's just gloating with pride, and she is so extremely proud of you, and so am I. I'm very
But
proud of
that's
you.
how it
I'm
was
very
in high
proud of you.
school. Well, that's how
Yeah.
it was in high school. I was a middle child, so it was like, I always my grades wasn't never what Kim with my sisters was. They
She
always
like
did.
perfect.
Kim
She was
or
hard to
even
follow, dog.
Jalen. Even Jalen graduated with over a 3.0. And I
Dang.
graduated, with a 2.3. So it was
I
like,
had a
and I
C
barely,
average
I
and
barely
a A.
graduated. I barely graduated. Like I had to do
Hey,
Saturday school just to get rid of some absences. But
man,
it
keep it
was
real.
it
You know
was
what I'm
like
saying?
that. But the crazy thing is, it flipped because now in college, I was Magnum cum laude, which is like I got over a 3.5 GPA throughout my college.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I got my master's, so it flipped. But
That's
I
not
always
hard,
could
but you
do.
saying that like that's easy. You saying that like that's
Yeah,
so
you
easy to
saying
get a
that like,
3.5.
dog, you
Like
put your hand on
that's
your
not
chest,
easy.
nigga.
How
I
did
got
you do that?
Magnum.
What
What you
was your
call it?
I'm telling you, I just did it. I was in a new environment. I think that's what it is with people. People be stuck in the same situation, and sometimes you just got to change your environment, and it'll change you.
So
I
that's
went to
hard. That shit ain't
Louisiana.
easy. Shit.
Well, the thing is with college, I feel like a lot of people do well in college because you realize it's coming out of your pockets. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I mean, but
you go to high
but how do
school,
you feel
you go to high
about
school, right?
how do you feel about going to college? Because this is another thing about college though. Going to college and then you didn't got all this debt accrued, all these loans and shit, and then you graduate and then you don't even use what your degree when you get a job. So you just now you got all this
And
debt.
that's why it goes back to what we talked about earlier. You do what you want to do early when you're a kid, when you 14, 15, find out what you're passionate about. So that way when you go into college and you go into these situations, you know exactly what you want to do. People that go into college and they get in these degrees and then they don't use it because they just got a degree because they just got a degree. Me, I got mines in criminology because I wanted to help my people.
What?
Oh, that's
I
dope.
wanted
I
to
didn't
help
know that.
my
Hey, I wanted to go to school for law too. That's crazy. I always wanted to
yeah.
go to NYU. But of course,
I
we
love
when
to
we
be in
get a
New
little
York.
grown, we get a little
It's
grown, we start
different.
doing what we think we want to do, and we miss out on what we should have been doing.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like that's why some people just go to college. Some people also just go to college just to mess around. They be like, "Oh, I'm free from parents and everything.
Mm,
Let me get this quick business degree
Uh, yeah.
and have fun in college, but I can do a business degree. Not to say business degree is easy, but it's one of the simpler ones. And it's like, oh, I do this and let me just have fun in college. But then when you get out of college and you got a business degree, what you got a business degree in? Like finance
mm.
or like what? Like what's your business? You just got a business degree? What you gonna do with that? Now you got administrative. Now you administrative assistant. So it's like
And see,
that's what it
I didn't
is.
even know you teaching me because I didn't know business is like one of the shortest, easiest ones to get. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Businesses, but then when you go into like
Yeah,
business
yeah.
finance, when you go into business marketing, when you go into business
Mm,
HR, when
Hmm.
you put like a specific behind it, that's when it becomes
Yeah.
difficult. When you say I'm going to school for business administration,
okay, okay.
they be like, "Oh, you got a business degrees. You gonna be an assistant? Like, what is the
Okay.
business degree?" So you when you put like a specific behind it, that's when it becomes a little bit more difficult. Business finance is
That's
like
what's
one of
Okay.
the
up.
hardest ones. Business accounting,
Mm,
like one of the hardest ones. So it's like,
okay, okay.
Yeah, you got
but
to put a
I feel like
specific
when you
behind
go
it.
when they go to college, also take that first year to figure out what you want to do. Because actually, I went into college and my first 2 years, because I was from LA. First of all, I heard that New Orleans dudes don't like LA dudes. So it's like I'm all the way in Louisiana
Mm,
and I'm like, damn, this gonna be some trouble. And my first roommate, motherfucker, was from New Orleans. So I'm like, oh shit.
mm.
But nah,
Damn.
that's my homeboy. That's my homeboy Jeremiah. He good. That's my frat brother too.
Yeah, I was
But
just gonna ask you, so y'all cool?
oh yeah, that's my
Yeah.
frat brother. We good. The thing is, I went to college when I was 23, and he was the same age. So it's kind of we was like on a mature level. But there was the little youngster, what they call them YNs, the YNs. It was the YNs up
Mm,
there, and they kept to my frat brothers. I didn't go outside of that. But then my third year, a couple of my homeboys, let me go look in theater right now. And
That's what's
I've
up.
been in six. But
okay.
I feel like the first year you get into everything that you
Interesting.
can
I can
in
see you
college as
projecting
far as
your
degree.
voice in theater.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
in the
for
beginning it was tough. 'Cause,
for sure. If you
they
want,
was
if you were given the,
Candy,
my
you was
first
saying something?
oh, there's a delay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
that's all
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now? If you wanted to give one life lesson learned advice about someone who's thinking about going to college, what would be the one advice that's going to help them get through those years and go ahead and graduate?
Ricky, do we have you?
Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
No, we didn't hear you. Say
Okay.
again. Yeah.
I would
Now.
say
Mm,
gotta go back
mm.
since
Right.
you went. That'll be the main thing.
Oh, that. That's what's up. That's what's up.
The
So
college.
what's in Ricky's future? Like, what's important to you for the future? What are you going to be doing? What's important to Ricky for the future? That's what's up.
But it'll be family. It'll be family. Yeah.
That's what's
That's the
up.
next thing I'm
So do
always
you
gonna say.
think? So you by you saying it's time? Do you think? Do you mean that by your mentor is telling you it's time, or do you put it like on an age thing? It's time, or both?
Mental, mental wise. Before I started, I always wanted to be established in my career. And I'm kind of getting to that level right now. So
Okay,
that's when
interesting.
I'll be like, it's time.
Hmm.
Career wise, and so I feel like it's
I think so too. It's been a pleasure listening to your story. It's been a pleasure. Candy always got something to tell, a story, and she got people that got stories to tell. It was interesting. I appreciate everything you. Shit, I learned something here today. I love when we have a guest that come on where I can learn some shit. You know, so
oh
I
man, I
appreciate
appreciate
you
you
because
guys having me
you was
on.
really here to uplift and educate.
I
You
really
know, for
appreciate you
me,
guys
I just
having me
wanted to
on.
go ahead, Ricky. No, go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead.
No, I said I really
Hmm.
appreciate
Anytime,
you guys having
anytime.
me on.
And I thank you for coming. Yeah, for sure. I thank you for coming on. And yeah, for sure. We appreciate you coming on, man. You know, you always welcome here at Don't Leave Nothing Out podcast. I want to thank you so much. Not only are you my cousin, but I really look up to you as a man. And I think that all young black males should want to live like you. Like, for sure, you're a role model, for sure. For sure. So just know that you can
That's what's up.
overcome your fears and it's never too late to go ahead and leap. Take that leap. And let the people know one more time where they can find you at on Instagram. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time and thank you for coming on. We love you. And well, I love you. And have a
All right, much
beautiful
love to
night.
you.
Thank you, Ricky. Good night. Come
Thank
on
you,
back on, but player, come
Ricky.
on back on, because we're gonna be needing some male perspective information too. Anyway, on some shows, so we're gonna have you back on if that's all right. All right. Have a good
Okay.
night.
Have a
All right.
good night. Have a good night. Okay, bye.
All right, Candy. So is there a tip of the week this week?
Yeah, of course, there's a tip of the week. Y'all know what time it is. It's Candy's tip of the week. Candy's tip of the week is embracing fear.
You need a tip of the week song.
Tip of the week, so I'm gonna create one. I'm gonna create one on God.
Oh God, you need a tip of the week
Okay.
song.
Do the things that you are afraid to do, as this is where growth lies. We just talked about that today in the show. If you guys are tuning in, you feel me? It's crazy because my tip of the week, I literally came up with this today. He had no idea, we had no idea what I was going to talk about, but it does correlate with what we talked about tonight. But that's just how God is. He's good. Everything works together for the good of those that love the Lord. Okay, so go ahead. First, you have to do is you have to acknowledge and identify what your fear is. Once you do that, you need to think and be realistic with yourself and understand that fear is a mindset. Because a lot of things that we're scared to do or scared to say or scared to try is because we've convinced ourselves some kind of crazy way that it's not going to work, or we're not good enough, or we're too old, or we're not strong enough, or nah, well, I should have done that in the past, so I guess it's too late for me now. No, it's not ever too late. You get up and you go ahead and you do those things that you're afraid to do. You go after those goals that you think you can't. And you know what? You can have that fairy tale ending. You can have that life. You know, for a long time, I thought I would never find, and I'll never be in another relationship again in my life. Like I had a horrible experience. I would never. And now look at me. Like I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm in a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? And my whole life is turned around. I'm a whole different woman, a whole better woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't afraid to go ahead and leap and take that jump. I am a believer. So right here in Isaiah 41:10, it says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you." And that scripture right there for me just gives me encouragement. So I want to encourage everybody this week. Go ahead and take that leap of faith. Whether it's telling that crush, hey, you know what, I do like you. And going after that crush, whether it's taking that class that's going to better your career, but you're thinking, hey, no, it's too late for me. No, go ahead and take that class. Go ahead and take that leap. If it's even standing up to your mama or standing up to your parents, you know, a lot of times we don't talk about this, but we become grown and there's things that we really want to get off our chest and be able to say, you know, in a respectable way, but let them know, hey, you know what, this hurt me when I was little. Or you know what, this affected me. And it's hard for us to say that sometimes to our parents. But just having the courage to be like, hey, you know what, we have to have those uncomfortable conversations with people that we love. We sometimes have to keep it real with ourselves in order to be able to move on. Even if it's just a 10-minute conversation, sometimes those things are needed. Once you take the leap of faith, you will become a better person. So remember, face fear, I'm sorry. There's a quote. It says, to face fear, you have to go through it and not around it.
Mm.
Go through it and not around it. And remember, you have to go through it. I remember when I was running away from my DV situation, every time he would find out where I lived or where I stayed or where I be at, I wouldn't go there no more. I would pick up and I would move me and my kids. And I remember one day Lafayette say, "How long you gonna keep running?" And I'm like, "What you talking about?" As I'm packing, "What are you talking about?" But the truth was, I was running because it was my fear, and I didn't want to face my fear. I didn't want to face it head on. But I said, you know what? I'm not running away no more. I'm
Who the fuck
establishing.
said that? I think it was Lafayette that said that shit. Like that nigga told no lies when he said your fucking life could be a movie. That nigga told no fucking lies. Oh God, you
No, for
laughing, but
real.
I'm dead fucking serious.
No, for real. Like, and I don't mind being vulnerable with you guys. You know, we appreciate each and
Your
every
life
one
could
of
be a
you
fucking
that watch
movie,
our
bro. You
show.
been through a
You know what I'm
lot.
saying?
God is
We,
good.
God is so good, you know, and I'm saying I'm literally a walking testimony. Like I shouldn't be here today. I shouldn't have breath in my body today. I really could have, so much could have taken me out, but God, you know what I'm saying? So as always, remember, face your fears head on. Be brave about it. Talk to people about it to give you some sound advice. Take advice from sound people. That's very important. Live your life to the fullest. And as always, don't leave nothing out. That's all I got for the week, guys.
I heard the fuck out of that. All right, y'all. Well, shit. At the beginning, we got informative and educational, and then at the end, we got real and serious and deep. So I hope everybody it's something for everybody in this interview today, in this show today. Take something from it, please, because what I'm starting to notice, our show is starting to have a lot of substance to it. There's always something that we're giving you guys that you guys could take with you to become better people. We're always giving you, especially Candy, because Candy, unfortunately, she's been through a lot more than I have. So I feel like I'm learning through Candy too, some stuff. So
I learned through
she
you too,
always
though.
gives you a way to get through stuff that you're really going through. So guys, please take advantage, because life is not easy, and a lot of times we be like, oh, we navigating it on our own, but these are some of the things that you can use if you feel like that. Have shows that uplift you or help you get through, like, please just take the information, guys, because it's great information for life in general.
God, oh God. Well, for my final words, I just want to encourage everybody to face their fears head on. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up on yourself. We always talking about, telling other people, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. It's important that you don't give up on you. You have to learn to love you. You have to know that you're worth it. And you are. So I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Yeah.
Right, y'all. Well, it's been deep. Candy always take us deep. So now I'm finna wind on down. I don't know what y'all doing on y'all Sunday, getting the kids ready for bed, for school Monday. But we will see you guys back here Sunday, and we love y'all. Keep rocking with us.
We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye, y'all.